right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakha Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of Edifying Rants, where, I go into edification. Lord's will, I bring out some scriptures. I don't necessarily have anything on my mind that I want to speak on. So I'm gonna just go with the spirit. Okay, so as of late, there's been a lot going on. There's been hurricanes, natural disasters. A farmer here in the United States warned of a global food crisis, but they've been warning a global food crisis, right? And I was watching the brothers. I think it was Tampa, Florida Bay. One of the brothers came out and said that, America is on their last cycle of food. So after this, man, America's done. People is really going to start feeling the famine. Like right now, you can go to your 7-Elevens, you can go to your gas stations, you can go to your favorite restaurants, your favorite grocery stores, and buy all of your favorite foods. But soon, you'll still be able to do that, but the prices on food will be drastically high. Now, recently, they spoke about the price on wheat going up. So you know what that means. Any products that got wheat in it, the prices on those products are going up. Okay? The prices on those products are going up. Anything that got wheat in it, bread, donuts, even certain canned meats have wheat in it, such as I don't know, biscuits and gravy, that's one of them. Tacos, taco shells, flatbread. So even a loaf of bread. Like right now, a loaf of bread is $1.29, right? Don't be surprised if that skyrockets up to $5. $5 for a loaf of bread. And people is really starting to feel it, They're starting to feel the squeeze. The middle class, the wealthy, is starting to feel the squeeze. And all this oppression is going to lead to what? It's going to lead to civil wars. And you can already see it. It's going to lead to civil wars. It's going to lead to many prophecies being fulfilled in the Holy Scriptures. Civil unrest, civil wars, race wars, people looting, martial law. Martial law is going to be implemented because, the government is not going to just let people just go all out here, and do nothing about it. No, martial law is going to be implemented. It's been a lot of these forest fires too, man. Some of these forest fires have been started by what? By lightning. But who sends those lightnings though? Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm. Okay? Well, I'll just read it verbatim. Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power and will not at all acquit the wicked. Okay? The Lord have his way in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. So the clouds are the feet of the clouds are the feet of the Lord. Okay, what do you do with your foot? You trample on things, you step on it, you crush it. So the Lord is literally using these tornadoes. He's using these hurricanes to what? To trample upon these different parts of the country and around the globe. Okay. And a matter of fact, there's a new hurricane brewing up in the news right now, even as I speak. There's a new hurricane brewing up in the news, even as I speak. Slovakia. I had to look into the sun real quick in order to recharge my eyes. But yeah, man. A new hurricane is brewing up. They're talking about more storms, more tornadoes. There's been earthquakes everywhere. Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes and famines. And there shall be earthquakes and pestilences and famines in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so all these are the beginning of sorrows. You know, fishes are still beaching themselves. Some fishes are beaching themselves with more than 2 heads. You know, the animals are just in mourning. You know, that pipeline that got ruptured. You know, with all them gas bubbles. You know, a lot of sea creatures in that area died. A lot of fishes in that area died. You know. So it's like, whenever these devils are in rulership, nobody can live in peace. Not even the creatures, not even the insects. You know, you got bees. You got bees dying off from the shit they spray in the air. You know. Every time I look on a road, there's a new roadkill. There's squirrels laying on the ground, just dead, squished. You know, animals cannot even have a natural habitat with these devils. You know, they got to relocate because this devil wants to chop down trees. Okay. Remove grass and bushes and plants just to set up a corporation, a business, a factory, a nuclear plant. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are the righteous in authority? The answer is no. Hell no. The righteous are not in authority. Okay? Because first off, we must identify who the righteous are. Who are the righteous? How do you be righteous? Well, you be righteous by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Okay? But who was the laws, statutes, and commandments given to? The Israelites. Who are the Israelites? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Indians. Okay? Psalms 147th chapter. Okay. And you can find it for yourself. You know, the Lord showed his statutes unto Jacob. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his ways, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. You know, Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word, O nation of Israel, which the Lord speaketh against. Hear this word, which the Lord speaketh against you, O children of Israel. Okay, from the whole family of the earth, that the Lord had brought up from Egypt, saying, you only have I known. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. What is iniquity? Sin. What is sin? Sin is transgression of the laws. Who were the laws given to? The Israelites. So the righteous are not in authority, okay? We do not have control of the planet Earth. So continuing on, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Who's in rulership? The wicked. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who's the main judge? The main judge is Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Now, during the Renaissance period, two highly skillful painters were hired to paint over the dark-skinned images of the apostles, the disciples, who the world calls Jesus, King David, King Solomon. You know, those are our people. But guess what? Their images were painted over. And this is not the first time they did this. In the book of Second Maccabees, you know, they tried to paint over our images, you know. But the main image they painted over is who the world calls Jesus. They painted him to look like some pale-skinned, blue-eyed bitch with long, stringy, blonde hair. But according to the book of Revelation, according to the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 13, it says, in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Who is that talking about? Well, Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of who the world calls Jesus. What does the word revelation mean? The word revelation is a extended word of the word reveal. Okay? You got revel and you got reveal. Revelation means to reveal. So it says the revelation of Yahushua. So Revelation, the first chapter, is going into who the world calls Jesus, what he looks like, and what he's coming back to do. Okay, so if we go to Revelation 1, verse 13, it says, in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. Okay, now in Daniel's the 10th chapter, it tells you that his garment was like the beryl. Okay, beryl. Now, beryl, B-E-R-L, beryl is the color, is a greenish color. So Yahushua had on a long green garment. So if we go back to Revelation 1 and 13, it says, and in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Who has woolly hair? So-called black people. So who the world calls Jesus, he looks like a so-called black man. Okay? He has white woolly hair on his head, and he has a white woolly beard, a white woolly mustache. Okay? And it says, and his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brass is a brownish color. So his feet was likened unto fine brass. Okay? Now, when you look up that word fine means top quality. So his feet was likened unto top quality brass. Okay? Top quality brass. As if they were burned in a furnace. Now, if you look at a penny, right? A penny is brown, right? But now, if you put it in the furnace, how's it going to come out? It's going to come out an even darker color. You put anything in the furnace, it's going to come out a darker color. So if you put brass in a furnace, it's going to come out dark, burnt. So Yahushua, his skin color, his skin, it said his feet was like an fine brass, right? Well, your feet is going to be the same color as your whole body. So if his feet was brown, his whole body was brown. So who the world calls Jesus, he's a brown-skinned man with white woolly hair and with a white woolly mustache. In the book of Daniel, the seventh chapter, it tells you that the Heavenly Father, he's a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, okay? In the book of Daniel, it tells you that his hair is like the pure wool. The pure wool. Okay, now, I've never seen pure wool before. I mean, but I would love to have pure woolly hair. You know, I mean, just like the Heavenly Father, but I've never seen pure woolly hair. But I bet it looks beautiful beyond explanation of words. But the point is that the Heavenly Father, he's a dark-skinned man. He's a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, just like his son. Just like how the book of Revelation 1 verse 13 all the way down to 14 describe his son. But yeah, man, I just wanted to go into various topics, just flowing, you know, and just flowing in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom is on to the next one.